that, and this will then demand that. And that has the routes available. Did we start building? Yes, we did. So we're going to come here to our titanium and set up, and it's going to fill in there, and it's going to go out and start grabbing. Because this is now going to be our main line. We had the others limited of what they were grabbing, I'm pretty sure anyway. So it wasn't grabbing a full list. Well, this is now going to start grabbing, well, up to 9, because we don't quite have, we didn't have the, no, we had plenty of that. What didn't we have? Why couldn't we? Let's just do another 10 of those. Sure. Oh, we didn't have the processors to build. We should have processors actually over here. I'm going to be not sly because these are set to deliver, and there's 2 out of range, but there's 2 in range. Regardless, these will start producing here in just a little bit. Why? Oh, that's going to supply silicon. That's why those weren't grabbing. So it's going to pull the silicon, put it in here. Regardless, silicon's going to start producing here shortly, as is these. They're producing slowly but surely. So silicon's going to be eaten up until our next line actually comes through, which is going to be a little bit. But then it's going to bring a bunch. Oh, they're starting to come in. Slowly, but they're starting to come in. There we go. There we go, it's coming in. Voila. So we're actually just going to grab these, let those take back minimum, because we're going to we're going to build another 5, which is as many as we can build currently until we can get more titanium up and going. And there's our 10th one.
Replication complete.
And then we'll put the rest in here for another 7 to where it will go elsewhere and grab more materials. Alrighty. Now, what is... we need to get some stone going. We don't currently got any stone. We can mine this stone here. Yeah, so we'll just stick a PLS right here. This will be a dedicated one. And we'll just grab what we can of the stone here. Just grab what we can. Just like that. Put another power line here, because everything's crowded here. Just bring it along. Just like that. And into here, and we're going to give this stone, it's going to supply. We're going to, of course, put in 100%. We're going to put here to here, here to there, and here to there. And there we go. Now stone's going to be grabbed. Which means we can now go back over here. Just the sky just filled with drones. It's awesome. Oh, it's such a cool sight. I think, anyway. Not everyone likes to use the planetary drones. I think they're awesome, especially for gathering resources and bringing them to a central location. And in other cases, distributing out in bigger quantities than what the logistics bot can do. So now that we have that going, we didn't go grab more, did we? We didn't. Let's go grab more. We are the dumb. Or rather, I am the dumb.
Mineral depleted.
We'll just grab, actually, you know what? Since we're here, we're gonna put one here, one there, one there. And we might as well put one on every single one of these. So, and of course, give them and we're going to once again copy, paste, 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 paste. That's not, oops, nope, nope, go away. That, and not needed. Go away. Paste, paste, and paste. That way we can demand them as needed. Always a beneficial thing to do. And we're going to come up over here and drop down. And these are going to be put in place. Now that those are put in place, we can set the recipes. And of course then copy it all the way over. Like so. that's that. Proliferator obviously is not online. That's making its long trip.
Flight mode.
And we will finish out what we're doing. So particle bands, we now have everything for these. These are taking a 3
Flight mode.
lane route, so we're going to build a separate piece of this. Same thing though, pretty much the same concept, just different style. Do that, and then of course 1, 2, 3. And we're going to 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and then of course there we go. Providing. And then 15. Difference is in the application. So we've got 1, 2, 3. And because of how this is, we actually have to make it a 4 line. Because of how it functions. Otherwise, it won't work. And these 4 lines are going to be 3 longer. The outside 2. Because then what you do is 1 there and there. Thus why we built room, or left room, between the 2. So we could expand like this. But now we can take this, do the same thing, and then once more this out a little bit. Where does this go out? Right here. And providing.
Flight mode.
I like to put the most common items on the outside. In this case, the quickest and easiest thing to build is probably going to be our microcrystalline pieces on the outside. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and set everything. So we have 2 inside, and then outside, and then once again inside and outside. And then this I actually like to put one right in the darn center of everything. False. To keep symmetry, we're just going to put one on either side. And wrong one. On this line, and this line, same thing. Same problem on both sides. You're going to be putting one on, as same as the chemical, I should say. You're going to be putting one on either side of the line to make sure that there is power to each of the inserters that are going to be working on this. Working on these. So, same thing. 1, 2, and 3. And then the exact opposite. 1, 2, and 3. Thus, each one has its own line. And then one out to deposit the piece out. And this is where the change begins. Once again, put all of these, and we're going to demand, and they're each going to receive their 10 bots. And then, of course, we're going to add that, and then we're going to add this line here because it didn't get added. Just like that. Make sure everything is there so I don't accidentally do the same thing I did the last time. Alrighty. YouTube run that, and then this is 3 line production. Line production. Once again, symbol, the number 3, and then building production. Four lines of put for a 3 recipe product built in main building area. There you go. Save the blueprint in our blueprint stuff. It is now right here. And we can close that because as far as I'm aware, we don't need it again, at least not right now. Oh, I forgot the proliferators, didn't I? Oh well. Fix that later. So there's the proliferators. They're now in place. So, now we've got 2 things to do. First is set the recipes, because that's needed. We're going to take this recipe, put it all the way across. We're going to do the same thing with this one, and put it all the way across. Yeah, if you shift click your thing, it copies everything the way it is, and then you just click and then drag like you would normally. Pretty sure I've went over that again. This is just a nice refresher. it makes for a nice refresher. And now for why is that? I'm not sure why that's missing, so we'll just add something in line to give it the power. Nothing else is blinking at me. Wonder why that was the only one. That's weird. Super weird, but whatever. So the outside pieces here, we wanted those to be our crystals. Both of those are going to be on the outside. Mainly because they're not used for much, and so we might as well. This one inside is going to be our plastic, and this inside is going to be our carbon nanotubes, which aren't producing yet. There's a reasoning for that. Reasoning is that there's not enough titanium coming up yet. It's a work in progress. Or it's because I am dumb and haven't actually set the recipe to deliver yet.
Flight mode.
Alrighty. So now that that has been completed, our next step is to go get any more of the platforms, and we're going to build our science nexus. Well, where we're going to start producing the science anyway.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
Alrighty, we grabbed all that we can. It's probably not enough, but we're going to try. And our science nexus actually, pretty sure, fits up here. I think in this line here, so we're going to have to remove some of our power. Maybe. No. Yes. Yes, it does. So we're going to clear out some space here. We don't need much. That should be all we need for the time being. Alrighty, so first things first, we're going to start at the bottom here. And we're going to leave a little bit of room for not only for stuff to go get and then proliferation, but we're going to bring this line all the way over here. That is going to be our outline. Then we're going to have a line that comes in over here. And we're going to stop it about right here for now. And we're going to go get our science facilities. Because we don't have any. And I didn't think to grab any while we were over there. But we have now built everything we need for every single science except for green science. We will add that as we get it. But we're going to... Why did I cancel? We're not there yet. Yes, we were. Well, we were close anyway. There we go. We're going to grab just 50 of those and head on our way. Alrighty. Now, what was I doing? Alright. Science. We're going to put that there. In there. And then, of course, power goes right in between. And we're going to do the same thing with a block in between. Two more times. And then, of course, we're going to have a line that comes down to here. And we don't need it this long. We do want it there, though. Symmetry and all that. And then, of course, one there. And one there.